We got a brand new shirt. Do you like it? Oh wait, but I can't wear it because Trish is a pervert who likes seeing people naked. So, yeah. And apparently she's also a racist, which is not true at all. Because she was wearing a Halloween costume that resembles Native American clothing. And apparently that makes her a raging racist. But if that makes you a racist, then I think anyone who wears pilgrim clothing is racist then. Because the pilgrims, they raped and killed Native Americans. So you know what? You're perpetuating hate and bigotry by dressing your child as a pilgrim for Halloween. And by that same standard, you can't have your kids dressed as George Washington or Thomas Jefferson or Abe Lincoln. All of these motherfuckers died owning slaves. So you know what? If you dress up as them, you hate black people. That's right. If your kid puts on a beard and a top hat, he hates black people. The point is, look at what happened with the whole Avril Lavigne music video. Everybody was saying she was racist. And by everybody, some idiot white people here in America were like, you can't do that, Avril, that's racist. While over in Japan, they were like, what are you talking about? This is cool, we love it. Anyways, all I wanted to say was like, Trisha, I got your back. You did nothing wrong. You're great. Yeah, you get a hug.
There.
But yeah, don't worry, Trisha, I got your back. You're still my favorite host. You're great. You're not funny, but you're great. I mean, like Steve, he's funny. Lee, she's funny. Joe, he's just awesome in every way possible. But like you, Will, Matt, Raina, y'all don't make me laugh. Like the only time that like the four of you ever make me laugh is if like you happen to be in a video with Steve. Because Steve's just fucking awesome. He makes everybody else 20 times funnier. But then again, comedy is something just so subjective. Because somewhere in the world, there's at least one person who thinks that Trisha Hershberger is the funniest human being on the face of the planet. That person is wrong, but this is America. You're allowed to be wrong if you want to. But yeah, I mean, I think comedy is just so, it's so random if you think about it. I mean, every individual has their own unique idea of what's funny. And like me personally, a lot of the biggest comedic acts I just don't like. Like the show Seinfeld, I've always hated that. I just thought it was so stupid. And I don't understand why other people find it hilarious. I don't like Louis C.K. I don't think he's funny. I don't think Will Ferrell's funny. I don't think Jimmy Fallon's funny. These are people who are generally considered some of the funniest human beings on the planet, and I just don't like them. But I guess that's just me. I mean, I'm probably in the minority there, but hey, whatever. Things that make me laugh, anything sexual, that always makes me laugh. Like, That's What She Said is probably, I consider that to be the greatest joke that's ever been invented. That's what she said, that's what he said, that's not the first time you've said that. So stuff along those lines, those are always good. Though, at the same time, I don't like a lot of bodily humor, like when stuff leaves one person's body. I don't find that funny most of the time. Like Steve, they just put a video, SourceFed Plays video up where Steve just keeps burping, and that disgusted me. I don't know why. Burps are just disgusting to me. Like, I can handle farts as long as I don't smell them, but even just watching somebody burp on my laptop, that makes me want to vomit. I don't even understand it, but it's like, when somebody burps, I hear them burp and suddenly I just taste it. I get this weird taste in my mouth and it's just like, ugh, stop it! Stop! But yeah, so yeah, sexual humor is always good. I do a lot of racist humor, but a lot of that's kind of where I grew up. Like, as a black guy, I grew up listening to a lot of black comics, and I still love a lot of their stuff. Like, one of my favorite D.L. Hughley jokes ever was such a simple joke, but so true to life. Like, what? You know, I knew a cat once came up to me and said, Neil, I'm not racist, I've had 3 black people at my house. Man, if you know how many black people been to your house, you were racist like a motherfucker. What do? Sit there counting them? 1, 2, 3, alright, that's enough, shit! This ain't Harlem! And that's just so true. I, I spent a whole week once just saying that to everybody at work. How many black people have been to your house, huh? How many black people have been on your Facebook friends list? Oh, I have too! Why are you so excited about that? Seriously. You answered that question awfully quick. Off the top of my head, I could not tell you how many white people I have on my friends list. It's not something that I consider an important enough fact to memorize. I couldn't tell you how many white people, black people, Hispanic people. I could tell you how many Asian people, but that's only because I only know 2. But that is not. But that's just. Okay, I guess I might have talked myself into a corner there. But I'm not a comedian. There are times when people laugh at me, but only when I'm not trying to be funny. Like when I come up with a joke, I'll like, oh my god, this is so funny, and then nobody laughs. But when I say something, just being 100% serious, suddenly everybody is like on the floor, just curled up in a ball, just guts spilling all over, and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? But I don't know. I guess that's just how life is. I know the only time I'm ever funny is when I repeat other people's jokes. Like I'm like one joke that I constantly repeat to anyone who will listen that someone told me, and now I'm taking 100% credit for it. Like, I don't understand how you got all these people be going to the strip club with rows of 20s, rows of 100s, talking about make it rain. I'm gonna go in there with a roll of quarters. I'm gonna make it sprinkle. Wash your head, honey. Wash your head. Eddie Murphy. Back in the day, he was probably the best comedian ever on the planet, at least in my opinion. He had this really funny routine that he did once. Why don't white people ever leave the house? I mean, have you ever noticed that in the Ghost movie? I mean, fucking, what was that? Poltergeist? I've never seen the movie, but it's like, Poltergeist, the little girl gets shot in the TV. All these motherfuckers just stand around staring at her. I'd have got the fuck out the house. I'd have gone to the police, told my dad, like, hey, my daughter, she's stuck in the TV. I just didn't want you to think I killed her or nothing. Oh, didn't you try to save her? I tried to save her. I changed the channel. It didn't work. I got the fuck out the house. Amityville Horror. The ghost told you to leave the house. That's a hit and a half for your ass. We're sitting there with blood in the toilet. That's peculiar. You know what I'd have been like? I'd have been in there like, oh look, honey, look at this. This place is beautiful. Look, they got the chandelier, the staircase. This is a great neighborhood. It's beautiful, just beautiful. Get out. Too bad we can't stay. Let's go. And I know that black humor is easy for me to connect to because like it's true to life, and I do love it. And also I think like Trisha, what just happened to you. I mean, it's something that can be talked about. Like, where is the line drawn? Like, I feel like nowadays people are too damn sensitive, and we live in a place where you can't just talk about. There are some things that you can't talk about, and like I know there are definitely things like humor concerning like there are sensitive subjects like rape. I have no problem joking about that with a few of my friends here and there when no one else is around and listening, but I will never tell a rape joke like on YouTube when the public eye and thousands of people can see it, because I understand that it is a real issue and a real concern, and it needs to be taken seriously. That's why I never joke about mental illnesses anymore. Like, even like schizophrenia, even small things like OCD and depression, because these are things that people are legitimately suffering through, and it makes life really difficult for them. And so I try to be sensitive about stuff like that. And like when it concerns racism, like where is the line? Because like black people, we make fun of ourselves all the time, but if a single white person tries to say the exact same thing, suddenly it's racist. That I never understood that. That makes no sense to me. You got black people just coming like, oh, what's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? My nigga? Oh, what's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? Then you got this white person like my nigga. They're like, what the fuck you say, cracker? I'm about to beat your ass. Blah, 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 blah. I don't understand the world. That life in general just eludes me. There's just so many things. But yeah, I don't know how to end this. I might end up re-recording this. I don't know.